What's up, everybody? Welcome to In Love with Horror. My name is AJ.
I'm Christy.
And y'all, welcome to a trailer reaction. And this reaction is for I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is the requel, because, we got to keep the trend of requels going. Because, we got Scream, Halloween, you name it, you know what I'm saying? But this is for, another 90s classic slasher, I Know What You Did Last Summer. What I find interesting is, with this requel situation, as I thought they were gonna come up with like a clever name, but they just went with I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
So this is a situation where it's definitely a requel for a new generation to be exposed to the formula for I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know that you're a big fan of the two previous films. I haven't seen them in a super long time, so I vaguely remember those films, but. So I'm sure you might recognize more stuff in this trailer than I do in terms of like whatever the connections or anything like that. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and check out the trailer for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Baby, you okay? Why don't you go upstairs and do that guided meditation you like?
He's got like a very he's got a certain look to it that
and close your eyes.
Makes you think of like, modern day slasher.
Yeah.
Calling you.
Hello?
Now, feel that love entering your body and emanating out.
There it is.
Chest.
What is that?
Oh, wow.
I was like, what is that?
Take a
Ooh, I know what I heard.
That looks brutal.
and remember.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Energy you give to the universe.
Oh, got him again.
Damn.
Comes back to you.
Oh yeah, I like this. That's kind of savage. I like that.
Well,
He
Of course, she
he in
can't
there
hear
getting
nothing.
towed up. She listening
Right.
to meditation stuff.
This was some kind of karma for what we did. What if someone saw what happened?
I forgot Tariq was in this.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
You need to handle this. This isn't the first
Uh-oh.
time there's been
There
violence
he
like
is.
this in Southport. It's
he
not
looks-
going to stop.
He looks aged.
We got a picture of Sarah
You're
Michelle
next.
Gellar.
I didn't start drinking. Someone is coming after us. I need your help.
There she
There
is.
she go. Yep.
Now I'm calling her
just
the
have one
Ghost
question.
Whisperer.
What did you do last summer?
What'd you do last summer?
Maybe I should have named it that.
This place is so beautiful, it makes me want to die.
Yeah, you next. July 18th. All right, well, that's a trailer. Let's let's talk about this one. All right, y'all. So we just watched the trailer for I Know What You Did Last Summer in theaters July 18th. That's another, summer horror film. What'd you think about this film? This trailer, sorry.
What did you think?
As someone who isn't like a super fan, so I don't have that I don't have that like connection to it where it's going to matter to me how they play this out. It doesn't matter to me at all how they play it out. But the vibes I'm getting is kind of like, how can I describe it? Like generic slasher. When we were watching the beginning of this trailer, and I was like, oh, it's got like that look to it. Like it's got that like kind of bright, almost like just generic
Looks like
look,
Drop.
like horror movie look. You know what I'm saying?
Like we just watched Drop. In the beginning, it looks like that.
Yeah, it's got that kind of vibe to it, and so to me, it just looks, I don't know, like an average slasher but it just happens to be on the a classic franchise.
Yeah.
I did like the brutality in the beginning. So when he was shooting him with the thing and dragging him, so that gives me a little bit of confidence that like it will be
Possibly, unless
True.
that's the only one that's like that. And that's why they put it in the trailer.
true, potentially. So I'm hoping that, because I even like the poster with the blood dripping off the hook.
Yeah.
Obviously, the dude's look is the exact same. The rain boots, trench coat, the bucket hat,
Galoshes and all that stuff.
all that stuff is the exact same. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of tie-in or whatever. What they didn't show though is like what they did. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they did something,
okay.
but it doesn't look like that. But I feel like in this trailer they didn't show. We saw them all in the car.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna literally do the exact same play by
You
play.
think they going to?
They're all in that scene. They're all in the car, which makes me feel like they might do the literal exact same play by play with
Well,
the accident.
if that's the case, would that change how you feel about it? I guess if it's like the exact same. Okay,
exact
they
same?
hit someone and now they're coming back from.
I wouldn't, not necessarily, because like I said, I'm not like a huge fan of the franchise. But I will say for people that are a fan, I'm sure they would hope that they would maybe change the formula up a little bit. But I also get the concept of like a lot of the newer generation might not be familiar with this, with the classic films potentially. So I don't know. I'm indifferent to it.
And
I guess
I feel like that's a video in itself, like arguing, because this generation doesn't know this film, we have to remake the same exact film all over for this generation. Because I'm like, you can't. I personally don't want to see people remake the exact same movies just because my kids didn't see them when they came out.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
But I'm not a super fan, but I do really like this franchise more. I really like. It's not like these were good movies anyway. Like we all know that they're super cheesy, but we liked the characters. We liked the world that was originally created around them. And so for that reason, obviously I want to watch this movie because I want to see this particular take on it. But I don't know, like you were saying, like it comes off as like another Scream or another, generic type slasher. But if we have a lot of good kills, then it kind of makes it worth it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that one kill that we got to see is like, and that's not if that's a kill, because I don't know. I couldn't tell if he was also in that other group. I didn't see his face.
I'm not sure.
Is that an actual kill, or was he able to get away? But anyways, the point is, like, I feel like that makes these type of movies worth watching, is like to see the cool kills and stuff like that. And then the legacy characters that we have here on screen, like, are they embedded enough in the film, like throughout, or is it just like they got like a good 2 minutes on the screen,
right? Like they just like, oh, we're visiting her, like she works at
but
this
that's it.
university.
She's like the person we go to get information from, and that's it. Type of thing.
Or are they actually like in the story?
I wonder that.
And like also, are they in the story to the point where they might be potential victims?
Oh, right. Yeah.
That'll be interesting too.
Yeah. Also, because I know a lot of people. Well, obviously you can't have her character in the film because she dies in the movie, but it was not cute, but cool to see them have like a little shot of the grave for Sarah Michelle Gellar's character. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I guess this is one of those ones I got to see it to really see how I'm going to feel about it type of thing. So based off the trailer, I'm kind of feeling like I'm not going to be super high on it. Like it's just going to be like, oh, it was okay.
Yeah. I mean, because honestly, it's not a great trailer.
It's not a super great trailer. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like not in terms of like to get you hyped. Yeah. Like most people I feel like are going to watch this. People our age are going to watch this because they know the original films. For people who might not be familiar, I don't feel like this trailer was enough to like get them really interested in seeing this movie. Yeah. Because like even the glimpses of, I'm gonna call it like the kill moments. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want them to put all the kills in the trailer, but I would expect them to, I don't know, craft stuff in a way where you can understand the flow of the story if you're not familiar, which I feel like most people are, but in this case you're not. You understand the flow and then see where like the horror and the suspense and the kills, like where all that stuff's gonna come from. We get like really like quick flashes, but it's not enough to sell, in my mind, the scenarios of what's occurring. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't, maybe in this particular case, like, because we already know the flow. Yeah. And what to expect from the movie, that it doesn't really need to be included. I feel like this trailer is more like saying, this is the story. Yep. We got these characters in there. There's gonna be kills. That's all you need to know. Come watch the movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was just kind of clicking through the trailer right now, just seeing some of the screen grabs from it. Like looks like Freddie Prinze's character saying something like, You need to handle this. This isn't the first time there's been violence. So, you know, doing the whole thing of like, you know, this town has experienced something like this before.
Oh,
it's
right,
only going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that typical kind of requel storyline type of stuff. It's funny you mentioned, you know, Tariq is Withers, right?
Yes,
being
Tariq
in this
Withers.
because of course he's about to be in the horror film Him. So that's like crazy. You're getting 2 horror films in 1 year. But I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. It's fun, you know. Okay, this is interesting. So I just saw this on the description of the trailer video on the Sony Pictures channel. They have a description. What are you waiting for?
Oh yeah, from
I don't think anyone said anything like that in this trailer though, right?
no.
Yeah,
so
I don't
that's
think
just
so.
directly
It's
from
directly from the old
one.
movie. Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Huh?
Yep.
I'm
For-
right here.
It's funny because like the only reason that like it is because that's the scene where she's in the street
Yeah.
doing that, right? But whenever I think about that, I can only think of the Scary Movie version of it because it was just so fucking funny
okay.
when the dude was on the roof and he's like, "I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna jump," and she happens to do the "What are you waiting for?" part, and he's like, "What am I waiting for?" But it's funny, like whenever I think of like the classic 90s slashers,
think
I can't
about Scary
help but
movies.
think of Scary Movie because they made that shit so funny.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the new one coming out next year. But
I'm looking at the text too of the "I know what you did last summer."
on the card in the
Yeah,
trailer,
it looks like a woman wrote that.
Oh, you think they could do something goofy or something?
Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Like, I don't know. We gonna see, I guess.
Yeah.
But any final thoughts for?
I mean, I'll be in the theater watching this, obviously. So.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I don't know. I feel like off this trailer, I would be like, oh, I'll just wait for it to come out on streaming.
Yeah. Okay. That is the kind of vibe for this trailer. I agree with that. This does definitely feel like it could have been like a Netflix thing
like I
or
wouldn't
something like that.
I wouldn't go spend $20 at the theater for a ticket and concessions to go watch this, just based off the trailer.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with that. Well, y'all, that's what we think about the trailer for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Obviously, we're not really big on this trailer. I think that they could have crafted a way better trailer than this to get you hyped. You know, I'm thinking about, you know, other big franchise trailers. Like I feel like the Scream trailers have always got people hyped for those movies.
Are pretty good trailers.
We just had the Final Destination Bloodlines trailer that got
Looked
people really
super
hyped for that franchise.
I agree with that.
So I feel like,
Well, yeah, when you compare it to those trailer cuts, I agree with you.
yeah, like this, you know, revitalizing these classic.
Even Hard Eyes had a really good trailer.
Yeah, even Hard Eyes had a great trailer. So I feel like this trailer is slightly disappointing. But I'm sure they'll come out with a trailer too. Maybe that one will be a little bit better, give more context, and just be more exciting. Because that's the excitement and the thrill of these type of slasher horror films. But y'all, let us know down in the comments, what did you think about this trailer? Did it work for you? Or do you feel like there's some things missing? How do you think the storyline for this will play out? Will we get some situation where it's like, oh, actually, it's one of the old characters is the killer now? Or do you think they're going to literally do a play-by-play from the OG films? Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Feel free to check out our other trailer reactions on our channel. The last one we did, I think, was Final Destination Bloodlines, and that was a really fun trailer reaction. Excited for that. For that film. We just recently saw Sinners. We've seen Sinners twice now.
We have.
But we do have a spoiler-free review on our channel. And we are doing...
It might be the mail. I thought I heard something knocking on the door. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But we will... is it a spoiler discussion we're doing tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, we're also doing a spoiler discussion on Sinners tonight, so feel free to subscribe to the channel and come back and check out that spoiler discussion. We got more reviews coming, y'all. We got Until Dawn. I believe that comes out this weekend, so we'd be doing a spoiler-free review for that as well. And then, of course, there's more horror content. So this is the destination for y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our podcast over on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Also, shout out to our Patreon and YouTube members, as always. Appreciate y'all and love y'all for supporting us on that level. We appreciate all y'all. We will see you in the next one. We out. Peace.